Hello everybody, how you doing today? My name is Nick and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be watching episode 11 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Before we start talking about the episode, I just wanted to say I love Aang so much. Like Aang, the faces he makes so many times are so funny, and you can just tell he's such a warm-hearted person. Like he seems like someone who I cannot imagine someone would not want to be friends with him. Like he honestly just seems so nice, just so friendly. He's all about fun, but he also has this enormous power to him, which I love how they did that, how they made him just such a kind of fun personality, whereas I feel like Katara is much more, into that work lifestyle, and even though she loves having fun, it's obvious, from the, I think it was episode 8 or 9, where they first did the waterbending training, and she said she spent like 3 years practicing waterbending, and that's what she could achieve from it. I actually loved last episode the most, just because with Jet, they were able to introduce such a dynamic, in my opinion, character in one episode, so I do not know if he's going to come back. I actually do have 3 mods on my account right now who are handling the Avatar videos, and some of them are handling movies, but I do have mods now, so some of them will be, deleting comments, so I do not know. I don't read all the comments, but I definitely do after a certain amount of days when I know that my mods have taken care of the spoiler comments. But I guess the main thing I'm wondering with the show is like, I don't know. It's like we met Roku in Avatar God's Mission, and I'm wondering now like what's gonna happen next. Like in these adventures, I'm assuming, it's gonna get more and more intense. I just do not know what that could possibly be. I'm assuming maybe Zuko and his father, like when Zuko will eventually capture Avatar and then the Avatar and bring him to his father, and then his father's gonna get, really happy with him. Maybe it's a sham, I don't know. I can definitely say that on Zuko's, the Fire Nation tribe and all them, Uncle Iroh is my favorite character by far. He's such a comedic relief, and the lines he says are so funny sometimes. I loved his beginning lines with the tea. I thought he was so funny. So I'm really excited to see what further character development they give to him. I'm assuming he's going to be a big part of the show. So, yeah, I'm excited for his development. Zuko, I'm warming up to, but ever since that episode where we got a lot of the exposition about him wanting to make his father proud, I've not really seen a lot more from him, so he's still, like, okay to me. Like, I don't know. I'm waiting for more development from him. I know lots of this stuff will come later on. I saw some comments about that. If you guys do want to see the full reaction to this video or have early access to my videos, you guys can check out my Patreon for a link in the description bar down below. I'm pretty sure that this is around the mid-even point, so I wonder if they're going to have, like, a mid-season finale or not, but I guess we'll find out. So let's just hop into it. Avatar Season 1, Episode 11.
Aren't you forgetting the tarp?
Right, got it.
Sokka, you're supposed to put the
Tara, why don't you worry about gathering the firewood? Because that kindling's looking pretty sorry.
Well, if you don't like my firewood... Hey, I get the grub if you guys get the...
Aw, Aang's just caught in the middle.
Why don't you just switch jobs?
Sounds good.
Whatever.
You see that? Settling feuds and making peace.
Aw, now Appa and Momo are fighting. I'm loving the score in this episode. This is nice.
Wow. I could just stare at it forever.
Okay, I've seen enough.
Dang it, I was loving that score.
Fly away. Hey, if you're looking for the canyon guide, I was here first. And the only way in and out of the canyon is with his help. And he's taken my tribe across next.
Is that your tribe?
It most certainly is not. That's the Zhang tribe, a bunch of low-life thieves. That's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang. So unorganized and ill-prepared for a journey.
Oh.
Wait, here they come!
Maybe you Zhangs wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
If you Ganjins weren't so clean.
And if you give him a chance, I'm sure he can come up with a compromise that will make everyone happy.
All right, here's the deal. We're all going down together, and Appa here will fly your sick and elderly across.
I don't know. Are these two tribes like very prevalent in the show?
And this feuding tribe stuff is serious business. Are you sure it's a good idea getting involved in this?
Like, I don't know, maybe just their initial impressions are not clicking with me, but...
No food allowed in the canyon. It attracts dangerous predators. Are in the garbage!
Oh, they gotta... Oh, it's actually great seeing how different their tribes are. They eat so peacefully, they're just like, nah. Oh, he really is a good bender.
Much more.
Aang's faces.
These people are fleeing the Fire Nation, aren't they? Gotta make sure we can't be followed. We'll be safe
Oh. Yes, work as a team. Now, Aang, you finish it off. Tornado. Oh, that's awesome. He just crawled away?
Without my arms, I got no bending. In other words,
We're trapped in this canyon.
Oh no, and Aang doesn't know earthbending.
If there's anyone who can't go without food for a day, it's you pampered Ganjins.
See? We're going to become part of the food chain because of you.
Sure, unjustly blame the Zhangs like you always do.
We should split up. Travel in two separate lines.
There you go. Just don't even have them interact with each other. They're just gonna argue every second. Why is this music so good? I'm gonna have to listen to this soundtrack.
So, you guys aren't gonna put up your tarps?
What for? It's the dry season.
Exactly!
Oh, they're gonna be more like Sokka, and then Katara's gonna be more like the Zangs.
You really think it'll rain?
No, but you can never be too careful, right?
Oh. I imagine what would happen. I mean, what would happen if they just switched them? Katara went with the other group. Oh, they snuck
care for some bread,
food.
Katara?
Yeah, they have food
Why
too.
should my people go hungry when the sneaky Zhangs are stuffing their faces?
So, why does your tribe hate the Zhang so much?
You seem like a smart girl, Katara. I bet you would enjoy hearing some hiss. Jin Wei was an earthbender warrior who was assigned an important duty. Taking the orb from the east to the west
That's such a
represents
cool
the sun's
visual.
rising and setting. Jin Wei was attacked by one
Oh,
of the
that's
Zhang.
why.
Of that coward Wei Jin knocked Jin Wei to the ground.
I bet they have a different story that does the opposite. It makes them look like the bad guys. Oh, now Katara's.
Care for some meat?
Would I?
Probably assumed we brought food in and decided to bring food in themselves. That's why we brought food.
Oh my, it's just a back and forth.
Noble Wei Jin stopped to help him. Jin Wei was transporting a sacred orb. But as Wei Jin crossed the border to return the orb into Ganjin territory, he was arrested. They sentenced him to 20 long years in prison.
Oh, it's just a big misunderstanding.
We'll be out of here soon enough.
Why aren't you with
And
them?
then we can eat our weight in lychee nuts.
They're the only ones who do not have food. Only Aang. That's so sad. He was the only one who played fair, who said what he said, who did what he said.
These people cooperate long enough to get out of the canyon? I don't think so, Aang. The Zhangs really...
Oh, and now her and Sokka are gonna get in a big fight. Dang it.
Yeah, Katara, what are you talking
No,
about?
don't
Wei Jin
let
didn't
them
steal
ruin
the
you
orb. He
too.
was
Maybe the Zhang can climb the wall with their long, disgusting fingernails.
Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is right.
Oh, no, I knew they were not gonna do what he thought, but Aang's face right there was so great. Oh, oh.
Is that food? Everyone smuggled food down here?
Oh.
So...
Oh, my Aang's face right there.
Turn that torch.
Oh. Yeah, they all come out now. Gah.
I just want us to get out of here alive.
Me too. I only took their side because they fed me.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, but they're all still alive. Doesn't he know any stuff that will just kill them? Oh. Oh. Crap, there's so many.
Everybody, watch me do what I do.
Oh, you climb. Oh. Now that's how they get out of the canyon. They get out of the canyon with them.
Jin Wei? Wei Jin? I know those guys.
Oh, that's how Aang could tell them.
Twins, in fact. And they were 8. And most importantly, they were just playing a game. Stepped out of bounds. So the official put him in the penalty box. Not for 20.
Oh my god.
There was no stealing and no putting anyone in prison. Just a...
It got twisted that much. The story got twisted that much.
I suppose it's time we forget the past.
And look to the future.
Let us travel to the Earth Kingdom capital as one tribe.
You could call it luck. Or you could call it lying.
What?
I made the whole thing up. There's that custard tart. I'm starving.
Oh, I'm so shocked. He actually made it up. So that whole thing was... but then, like, what? Okay, Okay, so that was the end of episode 11. This episode was pretty fun. Like, it was great, good, fun. It was entertaining. Aang made a lot of funny faces. The actual canyon calls and them going down to the canyon. Like, the plot of this episode was just... It was very okay. But, like, I don't know. It wasn't one of my favorite episodes. It wasn't awful or anything, but definitely, considering how high, like, how much at a high I was after episode 10, this episode did feel like a little bit of a dip, but... I mean, not a little bit. It kind of was a dip for me, honestly. Just the two tribes, like, I kind of liked their bickering at first. I was like, oh, what's this going to lead to? And now I'm just wondering, like, if they don't come back, was there even any point for this episode? Because, like, what happened in this episode relating to the actual plot, like the overarching plot about Aang and Katara and Sokka? Just, I cannot think of anything. Like, it was a good kind of just, like, distracting episode, I guess, from the main plot, but... Yeah, like, even Aang making up the story, and then now they're just a good, fun tribe. I don't know, I keep thinking about, like, that Drake and Josh episode with the foam finger, and the fact that, like, it's probably just a miscommunication, like, in terms of the story being told, and, like, I guarantee the real story would still have made them come together, and just them coming together at the end, I just now want to know, like, was it actually worth something, or was it not? But either way, just the fact that it was so much not about Aang and Katara and Sokka, it was more about just these two tribes and their feud, and then Canyon Callers, which was just fun action. It was just a pretty good episode. Like, the action definitely is what made me keep interest in this episode, and also how Katara and Sokka, how they both went with their, like, respective tribes that would agree with their opinions, and then they kind of had that own conflict between each other after that. I loved how they also had conflict because they were around the people that believed in what they did, so they took their side. So I did like that aspect. But pretty good episode. I do know episode 12, lots of you guys had said is a very important episode. I forget exactly what you guys said, but I know lots of people have been saying episode 12 ever since I started this series. So excited to hop into this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is episode 12.